What's up? We're doing this again. We're doing a second part of the developer's commentary of Watered Down. I've made a first video on this. It was on the first map. It doesn't get more exciting than the first map, so I wouldn't get your hopes up. But we're doing it again. And I'll just get right to it. Now, one thing I didn't mention last time was these map previews. First, you'll notice that the first one is considerably more low resolution than the other three, which is funny. But there's actually another thing to it, and to show you, I have to go to Versus. There's actually custom map previews for Versus, for all the maps. Or just adding a special infected to all the places. Except the fourth map, I guess I couldn't be bothered by that point. Which is fair enough, because I wasn't bothered to do it for four-sided coin either, so, you know. It's very exciting, I agree. Alright, we're here. I've since added a few mods since last time, personal things. So just ignore that. Now, let's start with the safe room. I think it's only this safe room that has like specific survivor spawns. So Nick spawns here. The idea is that he's like looking at the guns and like which one to pick. Rochelle spawns there because, I don't know, she wanted the crowbar or something. And Coach and Ellis spawn around this sofa here because they were like putting up the barricade or something. I don't know. Got these custom writing around here. This is meant to be foreshadowing for things to come. I don't think it's ever worked on anyone, but you know. Now let's actually get to the map, shall we? And the way we'll do that is to disable common infected, because it's going to be quite distracting. This room is small. All it has is just some pills. No, it did used to exist, but there used to be like a hanging corpse here.
Just stay here.
Well, there was going to be a hanging corpse here. The problem is, it's not easy to do that, and there's actually going to be another one on the bottom floor. You have to know Watered Down to understand this video. I'm sorry, but I didn't end up using either of those because for some reason, like the rope always attaches to like the pelvis of the character, so it didn't look like they were hanging. It just looked like they were midway through a bungee jump. We have this section, which is unique. Now, there's some more of my tried and true visual storytelling here. We have a fallen survivor here with another M16. The idea was that he was like protecting this side of the place from the zombies over there, but he died in the process, and died in a perfect T-pose as well. And then a cargo container came up there. I'm not sure why I added that. I think it was just to make the top part look more unique or something. It doesn't, so I don't know. That little room there, there's not much to it. It's, you know, it's not particularly exciting. It was one of the first things I ever added to this section. We have these bathrooms here. This is meant to be like a shower room. Okay, you can tell because there's water, very discolored water, and a milk jug. Speaking about the milk jug, this trash everywhere, right? Hammer ++ has this thing where you can like sprinkle items all around the map, and I did that, but the problem was that it'll just be like standing up straight. So what I did, I had to like, there's also like there's a physics tool as well, and you could like explode things, which is, I mean, just move them a bit, but you can change the like how strong that is. I didn't know how to do that, but I did know how to sneeze. Hold on. I'm back. I didn't know how to do that, so they would just, like, me right-clicking, which is the button for it, they'd get launched everywhere, including over this. Like, they would go through the glass over there. There's, like, once we get to no-clipping around here, you'll find some over there. We have this bit, which actually has some voice lines.
Oh, what is this shit on me?
Just kind of funny or something. I have more to talk about it in the talker section. We have this room, nothing to it. We have this guy who's meant to spawn there. Don't know why I added another fallen survivor, I guess to fit the lore of over there, but didn't really make sense. So this is meant to be like a barricade section, second one. Like once that one fell, they added this one or something.
Let's go.
I added this sign here, and I left collision enable on this corpse, but also added this sign here, until you have to go that way. But as you can tell from the lighting, this wall is also breakable by commons, so you could just go that way. This shopping area, this room over here, didn't used to exist. It's just two shelves, not particularly exciting. This is the one of the most complex pieces of brushwork in the map, which isn't saying much, nor is it particularly complex, but in comparison to everything else, which is just, you know, walls, it's not a lot.
Down here.
This is a rescue closet. You'll find a lot of knives around here. This was actually a thing. The idea was, get out the way.
Well, sorry. Wait. Yeah.
The idea was that, like, she was stabbed, right, by them, and then she used that gun to shoot her. Right, it's like a mutual destruction type thing. This is a generator. It's kind of cool or something. There's an animation for it spinning up and turning on once you turn on that generator over there. Thinking about it, I don't know why a generator, the smaller one, powers this one, and what I don't know. But I don't actually know if it works, because I've never actually seen it work. Well, I've never been fast enough to see it, but oh well.
Weapons over here.
Got this generator, and I think I'm going to turn on common spawns for this, because it'll be important.
We ready? Let's go.
Okay, now here they come. I think
Damn it, it's getting good.
I think the script that's used for this is the one in Dark Carnival 4 at the end, Barnes, which is why there's such an abundance of them. I saw this in a YouTube video. What you can do, you can go down here in this section. Common Infected can't get you for some reason. I don't know how. Well, there's probably an easy fix for it, but I'm not going to make one. And nor am I very against it, because this part sucks. As does the rest of Water Down, to be fair, but you know. It does, Smoker, it does. We've got the elevator now. We're going to turn on common spawns again. Turn off. Some fun things here.
Nope.
Now, I added the funny voice line thing. Not the funny voice line thing, the transition music here, because, you know, it'd be something fun to add for the elevators. It's probably the only part of this map that I actually kind of like. Another thing I like is this section here, when you turn around. I'm going to no-clip already because I want to show it off. As you'll notice, there's a bit of no-draw there. For all the elevator sections, I added a lot of, like, extra things in the background just to make it look nice. I don't know why I didn't, like, use that effort on the actual map itself and only chose this, but whatever. We have this person here who's, like, holding on by shoving the hand through this rail. Then you have this winding pathway. There was originally going to be, like, a tank here, and there'd be, like, a projected texture, so there'd be, like, a shadow on the wall of the tank. Didn't end up adding that, because I couldn't figure it out. Now, this here, this, like, curved whole hallway, that's not easy to do in the Source engine. It's like a big thing, got to do, like, math with the transformations and whatnot. And I think this is the only time I've ever actually used it. I don't know why I didn't use it, like, in a playable section. I mean, there wouldn't be any problems with it. I just chose not to. But yeah, this is probably the most complex piece of brushwork in the map, so, you know. Now we have here, you have these clothes that are clipping into the ground, which is fun. You have this very big vent. One thing you might have seen, if you've seen the Andre NG video, there's another one. There's a key difference with this one. Using it gives you items, and shooting it spawns a horde and 3 tanks here and 1 over there. Maybe 2 tanks here, I don't remember.
Time to move.
This whole second floor did not used to exist at all. It immediately, this elevator would have taken you down to the 3rd floor with the generator and scavenger section, which also didn't used to exist, but we'll get to that. But I added it because I'd actually been to a water park by this point, like a lot of these maps, I hadn't been to a water park in a while, so you know that's why they don't exactly fit with how they typically look like. But I did when I made this part, and I figured, oh yeah, we need a locker room and whatnot. Find a bunch of items around here and whatnot. This is a rescue closet. There's like missing lockers in places. They put them here for some reason. We have this somewhat flickering light. There's a katana that can spawn in that one and that one only. These were pretty much copied from the water park I went to, especially the roof. They had like little holes in it. It was neat. I don't actually want to go here right now. I want to first turn off auto B-hop. I would also, this section here, I've seen a lot of people, okay, go this way, thinking this is where you're meant to go. Because it's reasonable to think that, right? There's light shining through. It's the first place you'd look after, you know, turning left and going out the elevator, and it's wood that is usually broken, and I did just break there. But no, you can't go through. Originally, there was going to be the exploding barrels from the sacrifice here, and exploding them would let you through, but I never ended up adding that, so I tried to, but I think I had some problems with it, so I didn't. Next up, we have everyone's favorite section, the funny maze.
We can cut through this vent.
One thing video games have taught me, the good shit always comes in vents.
Yes, yeah.
Right. This vent, whole thing, this is not original to the second map. This was actually taken from the third... Please calm down.
Yeah.
This was taken from the third map. The third map, before you got to the spa, would have had a similar vent system to this, just considerably smaller. But once I started doing this area, floor, I figured it would probably fit better here, and just to remove it from the third map. You can still find the geometry for it in the third map. We have this section where this guy like lived here and died. The idea was, I wrote it's in the lockers everywhere. That's a reference to the cat.
What are we waiting for?
I have the director disabled right now, so it doesn't spawn him. But it's meant to be a witch spawn either there or there, and like it's randomized depending which way to go. There's a tier 2 somewhere around here. I don't know where it is, nor do I want to look for it. Now this here grenade launcher, hold
Got a
on.
grenade launcher.
This grenade launcher was one of the first things I thought up for Watered Down, right? Before I even opened up the hammer editor for this, before I even got anywhere close to understanding how to do any of this, I was thinking up, oh, wouldn't it be cool if, like, you'd break some boards to get a grenade launcher, but then, alas, it spawned a horde. Problem was, given the abundance of panic events in this campaign, I didn't really know where to put this that wasn't, like, already having zombies coming after you, but, ended up adding it here, because this one doesn't technically have any places where common spawn yet, but a lot of people don't like it, and also it's kind of dumb because you could, like, the way out is just there, but whatever.
Bullshit.
I'm actually going to be playing some common effect this time.
Hunter.
Got him. You're welcome.
This section here, it's like a pallet room. I'm not too sure what it's meant to really be. It's just random storage room number 20.
This elevator's still working.
This elevator has a 50-50 chance of either spawning a hunter or a charger.
Weapons over here.
This time I got a hunter. Initially, in Left 4 Dead 2, there's these things called population files, and the population files control, like, which common infected models spawn in a specific area, right? So, like, in one section, if it's marked with a particular place name, like, riot zombies will spawn, and in another one, like, Left 4 Dead 1 commons will spawn. And and I was going to make a custom one for this campaign. I mean, the only thing I would have really used was going in there, but I don't know if there's actually a way to have, like, campaign-specific population scripts. There is for game modes. Okay, I used that with my store mode on any map mutation to add wetter commons everywhere, but didn't didn't really know how to do it for this one without just like overwriting the files themselves. But whatever. Now I'm actually gonna. There's a fun thing here. Like a road crew common infected that spawns. Well, doesn't spawn, there's a ragdoll for it. This decal here, I was trying to make it that like it would spawn when the guy was falling. There is a way to do that, but I guess I just didn't figure it out at the time, so he just kind of falls for no reason. And I think he gets deleted when you get down there, but I'm not sure. You can see a slight lighting difference between here and...
This is
Wait here.
this is awful.
Sure.
Now, this whole section used to be completely different. All these houses and whatnot did not exist, okay? Just were not present at all. But once I was like starting detailing this section, I thought it looked kind of boring and bland without him, so I added all this. And again, tried to do some visual storytelling. So this is meant to be like a shanty town of sorts, like from Swamp Fever, where
Everybody
like,
grab a weapon.
you know, people were trying to hide from the infection on any place they could, so then somehow got all the building materials to make these perfectly standing houses along with metal doors that worked on hinges that don't exist. Again, I don't know. This middle one is meant to be like where people would get like food and water. That's why I have these two here. Right? This here is like a sleeping thing. This is
Everybody
like,
grab a weapon.
you know, they used money from the cash registers to like light fires, and that has lighting despite not meaning to be, which is neat. There's a gas can there. This is the funny scavenge section that is mandatory for every custom campaign. This is weird. This is meant to be like the people started losing it and started like praying to shrines of corpses. I guess it doesn't make a lot of sense, but oh well. In here there's a witch corpse, but you can't see it until a common breaks through this wall. Now this is the biggest piece of visual storytelling. Plates and body bits. The idea was that, oh, they were like so starved at this point, they started eating each other in desperation. They also started eating deagles too, I guess. But, you know, you wouldn't know that. Wait, when did I put this here? In an early version, there's like a police officer corpse here, like a ragdoll, but I guess I removed that. You can see the safe room through here. That's actually a neat thing. I'm glad I actually put that in. You can see through the bottom of these bins. I knew that when I was making it. I just couldn't be bothered to fix it. You notice the water is despite the campaign being called Watered Down, there's a lot of problems with the water just everywhere. Okay, especially the fourth map, but this one included. So, you know, explore around before the actual horde starts coming. This is meant to be like the waste area, I guess. You'd think it'd be these places, considering how dirty they are, but I don't know. You have 2 medkits in here. This is, you know what, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I didn't know you could open these. You can see her arm clip through, that's interesting. I think I stole that from the Resident Evil 2 remake. There's laser sights in here?
Laser sights here.
I actually didn't know that, okay. I've surprised myself while making this. There's another gas can here. There's 2 here, actually. In that vent, I have the one thing that every mapper has to add to a map. The obsolete guy. But he looks very silly because of HDR. And there's a wall through here that the commons could break through. This guy like stole a bunch of stuff and lived here or something, I don't know. So yeah, very neat, I agree. Thank you for saying that.
There, I'm coming.
Now, it's meant to be like an extra bedding area or something. We have this section here. There's meant to be 2 ways to go. Got the ladder and the...
We have to get upstairs.
Yeah, that. You got more pills here, which is kind of silly considering that there's infinite pills in the safe room, but not the other safe room. Now there's a neat thing with these gas cans, right? So there's this thing called the point template in the source engine, and essentially like using it like for spawns things in a map, right? Like, you know, if you go somewhere, then it'll spawn all the items in its entities bit. Thing is, I don't think I knew that existed while I was making this, or else like it just didn't work with these. So what I did with the gas cans was just pretty much... Hold on, probably... Draw... I don't have SV cheats on, hold on. God damn, okay, well... Trust me, okay, there are clip brushes here. Just a tiny invisible box surrounding these gas cans to prevent you from picking it up. It's probably holes somewhere, but I haven't found them. Bots from L4D2 can still grab them though. This room makes no sense. I'm gonna sneeze, hold on. This room makes no sense. We have these two like rolling doors, but behind there is just like part of the... like where this part leads over there, so... Don't know what that's about. One thing you'll find about all the stairs in both this campaign and Four-Sided Coin, that they're all clipped off, okay? I was very adamant about that. Still am. So, at least in the clipping of stairs, this is better than Valve campaigns. Which isn't saying much. There used to be a minigun here for that section, but removed it because it was kind of dumb. Before we go into here, let's go this way. This room here with like all the melee weapons and stuff, and fish, it didn't... This doesn't really make much sense right now. I mean, it's meant to be like an armory, I suppose, but they only have melee weapons for some reason. This is meant to be like
Weapons
the
over here.
food the guy who like what this guy was using, but oh well. Here's the thing. This was not meant to be an armory. What this was meant to be was... Hold on. What this was meant to be was an addition to the FNAF door. The FNAF door is this sliding door that I've added. Hold on. Yeah, literally, the entity target name is FNAF door. That is what this is. Essentially, what was going to be in there was going to be a camera system, right? And you could, like, watch every section of the map, well, like, the downstairs. You would, like, look around and be able to tell your teammates, like, a zombie is coming, or, like, a special just spawned or something. Here's a fun fact. Monitors... Funk monitors, which is the thing that shows, like, cameras, how they work, doesn't exist. L4D2 just doesn't work. I made an entire, like, TV clip brush thing to showcase it. Didn't work. So that was kind of annoying, that's why I had to repurpose that into the thing. Now we get to do the funny part. The gas can collecting bit. We're actually going to spawn commons this time, because this is going to be miserable.
Let's get... How big is the tank in this thing?
This is most people's least... This is most people's least favorite section. Including myself, right? I don't particularly play this campaign very often. But I still play it sometimes, because, you know, it's made by me. I like it more because I made it. But,
We got a smoker.
can this just smoker just do something already? He's just staring. Alice, please. Thank you.
I got a can.
Oh no, my melee is getting quite flimsy. Why are you spawning here? Come on now. Yeah, I believe you, Spitter, but...
Okay.
Come on, coach.
Got it.
Didn't you say that already? Oh, I know you didn't.
Come on.
Just 3 more. Just 2 more. Bullshit.
That's just a mod I have on. Okay, the breakable melees. It's made by me, by the way. Oh, come on now. Originally... So right now you only need 5 gas cans if playing in single player. That didn't used to be a thing. Originally, you would need all the gas cans from this section and over there, because I didn't know how to change that, and I figured, there's no reason. I mean, people would be bothered to do that, but there are people who play in single player who don't use Left 4 bots for some reason. So naturally, you know, collecting 9 gas cans by yourself in a section as filled with the horde as this is, you know, it wasn't great. So I changed that eventually. I know you're up there, you can't hide it. There's a reason there's a lot of special infected spawning there. I had a lot of trouble while making this of special infected spawning outside of like this section. Like they'd spawn over there near where the safe room is, and then just they couldn't find their way back to here, and so as a result we just kind of get stuck, and there'd be no more special infected to deal with. So what I did was that I added a teleporter, right? That if you enter it, it auto-teleports you to up there, right? And that applies to both commons and, no, not commons, specials and survivors, which is fine. Okay, that part sucked. Problem was that was quite annoying, because when I was doing the nav mesh for the map, which is just like where the zombies have to go, you just kept teleporting me away, and it just got really annoying.
Sniper for me.
Now this section here, this place, this is another one of the me adding random areas outside of the map that look 20 times more interesting than the map itself. You can't see it from here, which is sad, but this is meant to be like a train station, like a train here, boxes. You cannot see that in the slightest, but, you know, there's a generator here and whatnot. There's a coach here with a gnome in here. I don't think anyone's ever seen that. But, yeah. I don't know why I added it, okay? It's just one of those things. Now, there's something else I want to show in this section that I'm near 100% certain no one has ever found, right? Because I didn't exactly make it obvious. It's meant to be hidden, but it's hidden in the dumb way. Now those were some sick B-hops. This section, this here elevator, more than likely you've never seen it. Here we go. Yeah, we got a dead smoker, explosive ammo, 3 pipe bombs that don't look like pipe bombs, but they are, trust me, and an M60. And then we have this fake safe room area. And a missing texture, apparently. I added this because, you know, it's something fun to add. Oh, look, you can get an M60 and destroy commons, but didn't work out too well, because no one ever found it, nor would I have ever used it even when I was playtesting. Speaking of playtesting, I didn't. One thing you gotta understand about the making of this campaign is that I didn't have any friends. I still don't, but I didn't have any while I was making this either. And as a result, the only person who tested this campaign was me. And I had a very unique difficulty philosophy. So, typically, easy to normal difficulty is meant to be easy, right? Well, like, doable by pretty much everybody, even someone who's never played the game. Advanced, meant to be slightly harder, but, like, doable for most people. And expert is where it's meant to actually, you know, be a challenge, but, like, most people can still do it. Well, like, with difficulty. The problem was that I applied the expert difficulty philosophy while balancing it for normal difficulty. So, like, there would be, like, 70 common infected at one, special infected respawn every second. But eventually I came to my senses and removed that, because it was silly. The problem was that I got a comment once, right? And it was like, I don't remember what he said, but he mentioned that in this section he found it a little too easy, so I should like increase the number of common infected to balance that out. And I said, alright, bet, and added like 30... I added one too many, essentially, and it made this section be very miserable, and I haven't changed it since. Also, this section, you probably haven't seen it. Got this bit with a chainsaw and a dead guy. His arm holding a pistol. It's kind of cool. Anyway, you'll find that wrong philosophy of map design elsewhere in the final section of map 3. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Right now, I want to actually talk about something here. Now, you might be questioning, why did I add that entire second floor? 'Cause, like, you know, this map is already pretty much as long as it gets. It's probably longer than the finale for some people. It's definitely harder. So what was the point of it adding even more to it? Here's why. This wasn't meant to be a scavenge section, right? Originally, once you would go here, there would be 15 out of 16 chance that you would have to go that way. There wasn't a generator, it just kind of walked by. But then a 1 in 16 chance that these here props would be removed. Hold on, let me check. Okay. Well, these used to be dynamic props, right? And like they'd be disabled if you got that 1 in 16 chance, allowing you to walk by and going down this here hole. And... What? Okay, I could swear there's meant to be like a trigger to disable fall damage there. I guess there's not, I lied, but there's meant to be. But eventually I repurposed it into a place where specials spawn, because I figured, you know, it's better to have this scavenge section. The scavenge section was inspired by another custom campaign called Execution Exhibit. It's not particularly popular, you probably haven't heard of it, but it was either the first or one of the first custom campaigns I played. And one of the sections in map 2 is that there's like a scavenge section, right? And I thought, I want to add that, that would be fun. And it's been the same since. Also, this here plywood. Up here is an entire section. This is where special infected are able to spawn in verses and scavenge. There's a scavenge map of this. There's like a ladder here letting you go up. But because I genuinely thought people play versus on this. But I figured that, you know, for campaign mode, I should probably close it off, because, you know, it's meant to be the safe room, okay? It's called the FNAF door, you know? Hold on. I called it the funny wood. Yeah, my target names for things when mapping don't always make a lot of sense. Here's a fun fact. These here textures surrounding the rim of this trapdoor thing, nice shadows. You can tell that they're see-through. You can see the other parts of the map through it. You can see no drawer. You can see a milk carton that's not meant to be there. Originally, once you drop down here, instead of the whole scavenge section, there was like a table here, right? And once you landed on it, the table would break, and that would cause a common infected horde to spawn. But I didn't really like that on top of the scavenge section. And also, god damn did I have troubles with the nav mesh here. I spent hours trying to figure out why like the floor wasn't working and various things. Problem was, this ladder didn't choose to connect with like the nav meshes around here because of the table. So I think I also got rid of it out of spite. Got more corpses here. Got this guy who's not looking too good. This room. There's a chance for a grenade launcher to spawn there. There's like a 1 in 3 or something chance that there's like barricades that spawn here, so you have to go around there. Problem is there's no nav mesh changes, so like bots and things will just get stuck on them, which is fun. Got more of these. Then you have this section. Now, unfortunately, I have the director disabled, which
this way.
yeah, which means that
Get your asses in here.
I just realized it keeps playing the Horde music. I think I forgot to disable the panic event. Okay, whatever. There's meant to be a bunch of witches here on top of where all the clothing piles are, right? But then you'll notice, I mean, oh look, you can get laser sights and an AK, well, any rifle, but that's kinda cool. But you know, you gotta risk your life for witches and whatnot. But there's a pipe bomb here. It's a guaranteed spawn, and you could throw it in, just run in the safe room. Wasn't intended, but I actually like it. Okay, hold on.
Stay here.
Now in here, I did something very evil. Got this dead guy, right?
Everybody inside.
He's not looking too good. There is a 1 in 16 chance. 16 is the max amount that a logic case can
Get
take.
inside.
There's a 1 in 16 chance that a witch will spawn here as
Don't
well.
make me come out there for
And you have to deal with, you know, getting rid of that. Kinda evil on
We're
something like
screwing
realism,
around.
but, you know.
Let's roll.
How long have I been recording? Can I do a map 3? Apparently I've been going for 41 minutes. I don't know how. Now let's do a no-clip run-through of this map, showing off all the things you can't usually see.
Wait here.
Now I'll show off the thing. Up here, there's more trash bits that just happen to appear. Just happened to be launched up here while I was making it. There was going to be... Is the sky really that bright here? Okay. There was going to be like a big city thing here in the... like a 2D one that you could see while walking by. I think I deleted it because like it wouldn't have made sense with the first map. But none of these maps make sense with any map, so, you know. This section here, what is this? This is for verses. Again, genuinely thought it would be good for verses. Up here, you know, you can go up through the vent, and you could go to any point, because sometimes tanks spawn down here, right? And I don't want this to be trapped. So there's a infected lads get up here. By the time they did it, they probably would have like lost control, but you know. And there's the same for going downstairs. So that's kinda cool. Could show off the teleporter. See that? I'm up here now, despite not meaning to be. It was indeed very annoying. I think that's it though. Surely there's gotta be more no-clip things I wanted to show off. I could swear to you. Welcome to part of the Hammer Editor. This is the tool used by all Source Engine mappers to make maps for the Source Engine. And this is the early version of Waterpark 2 changing. There's meant to be more screens, but apparently OBS doesn't capture it, only captures the 3D view for some reason, but oh well. First thing you can see is the 4 coaches. These are survivor spawns. As you can see, we have the survivor... Or can you see that? Oh no, you can't. Okay, well, you're gonna have to trust me on this one. It says there's... Why aren't I using desktop capture? Hold on, I didn't think about that. Hold on. Well, that's better, isn't it? Okay, so you'll notice that, you know, it says Rochelle there, Nick here, and Coach and L is here. Doesn't say it. These don't exist in any other map. I didn't add them. So this is the initial bit. Oh, this used to be double wide. I didn't know that. As you can see, it's very dev textured, as it would be. And here, the corpse guy in here. These are ladders. I'm gonna disable that. We have the whole corpse thing aimed here. It's an early version, it's missing things. Funny thing about these doors in like the finished version, so you can get stuck here. If there's like a bot standing like round here where these things open, you're trapped. Because they auto-close and can't be broken through. And so you're pretty much just soft-locked, which is kind of funny. Got more shower rooms. This part didn't used to have the whole water thing, I added that later. As you... Oh, he's not here. Oh. Oh yeah, this was meant to be... I guess I don't have ladders. This was meant to be a section for special infected to spawn while like the survivors were holding out for the elevator. But I guess I repurposed it for the zombie. Got this section. It's kind of sad. This is now this is a prop in the game, but right now it's just a brushwork thing. Got this whole thing. Got the... Oh, I didn't actually move the hole. That's kind of funny. I guess the generator was moved up a long bit at some point. There's no knife person here. So we've got logic choreographed scenes here, which is the normal way to do voice lines. I just happen to use talker scripts and have taught people how to use them. I love doing them. This is all just no draw. No funny area, it's all empty. Here we have the second floor. This isn't too early of a version, it still contains the second floor. But it's here. I don't think... Yeah, Dingus isn't here, instead we just have a Magnum pistol. Which is neat. Nope. Oh, I'm missing one apparently. Wait, what? Oh yeah, it's meant to be here. The idea was like they moved one of the changing rooms here, but I put it back because it looks stupid. Don't know why they would have moved one. Why not just make another one? I didn't no-clip around. God damn it. Okay. Here, it's an error model. That's because I'm using Hammer++, because it's better, and normal common effector models crash the game, but that's the Witcher spawns. Now this section, got a thingy here. And now we have the main attraction, the third floor. It's quite sparse. So this is meant to be, you know, like a seating area where like, people would watch the swimming relay stuff. We got these walls here that don't make too much sense. But yeah, that's what used to be here. Going upstairs, we have the minigun I was talking about. There's no FNAF door. There is a gas can here. There was the scavenge section is still present at this point. Here's the barricade I was talking about. And we can talk about this, the thing I was talking about, that extra path. This is a logic case entity. On case 1, it fires exit A, and otherwise does exit B. Exit B is this way, alright, leaving the whole thing. Exit A is these two are removed, and you fall down this here hole, and there is now a disable fall damage trigger, which is fun. Got these barricades preventing you from leaving. There's all the Witcher spawns. There's not too much to this one. Okay, it's pretty much the same, just it's missing things. I don't think this is doable also, because well, look, there's meant to be 4 scavenge bits, but there's only 1 gas can right now, unless I just... Yeah, no, it's just... Okay, I don't know how that's meant to work, but... Whatever. Got more voice lines. Love them. There used to be a thing here. There would be like a button here. I'm just saying things I forgot to mention while actually playing the map. There used to be a button here that would have spawned Lewis around here, like a Lewis spot. But I got rid of that because it was kind of dumb. Here's the police officer corpse I was talking about. He's very shiny. But I got rid of that because, you know, and the missing elevator bit. Now that you've seen that, I have to record the no-clip bits, but pretend that they were earlier. So this will be the final part of the map. So, yeah, it was fun. Okay, appreciate y'all for watching this. It's probably the most boring one yet. It gets considerably worse. See ya.